What is up, everybody? Welcome to a video on running. Today we're talking about running. So there's so many things we can talk about when it comes to running, but first I'm going to talk about just in general. Let's say you want to go out for a run. Most people, when they say they're going for a run, they just go for a nice jog, right? They go out to enjoy the run, you know? They're going outside, they're enjoying that run. But let's say you go out and you don't just want to do a run. You really want to get a workout in. So you go at a higher pace the whole time. Or maybe do interval training. Maybe you do regular speed running. And then you switch it up. And you do sprints. You insert some sprints for a certain period of time. Then you run for a longer period of time. Then you do some more sprints in between. All these things are great. And all these things will do a great workout for you. And it all depends on your goals. It all depends what you want to get out of it. So if you just want to do like a simple enjoyment run, I recommend just jogging around. Go through a nice scenic area, if possible, find a trail, and just jog on that. And also I'd recommend finding nice music to listen to. Whatever your favorite music is, whatever gets you energized, whatever you enjoy listening to. Put the headphones in, listen to that while you run. It's an amazing experience. It can really clear your mind. So running is a really nice thing to do. I recommend it to anyone. And over time you'll find that when you run, each time you run again in the future, you have more strength, you have more endurance, and you're able to run faster and harder, and you enjoy it more because you're getting in shape and you're feeling better. And so the workouts are great when you're doing runs. So one thing I'd say is when you're running, try not to think about too much stuff. Try not to think about the future or things you're working on in your life. Treat your run as sort of like a meditation retreat, where you go on this run and it's time to forget about the world for a little bit. It's time to put everything on pause and you just go into your zone. And you just run and you just enjoy the motion, you enjoy the capability that you have to be able to run. It's amazing. It's an amazing experience. And also enjoy the high that you get from running. Because you will get high. Your brain does release natural cannabinoids in the brain. It's incredible. So you're going for a run, and all of a sudden you start feeling euphoric. That's because your brain is releasing these positive things to reinforce to you, as the inhabitant of your body, that hey, this is a good thing to do. This is a good thing you're doing with the body here. You should do this more often. It's basically rewarding you for exercising. And this is amazing. So when you run, you can actually get high just from running. And some people are actually addicted to running. They're addicted to exercise because they get high every time and they become dependent on that high. But it's really not that bad. It's actually amazing and it's all good. It only becomes bad if people overdo it and they injure themselves. But the high itself will not hurt you. In fact, the high that you get is a sign that your body is creating a good chemistry. There's a good thing going on in your body. It's good. It's healthy. It's very good for you. So if you start feeling good naturally, anytime you feel good naturally, that always means that your body is doing something that is good for you and you're being healthy. So you go for a run and all of a sudden, just even in the first stages when I start running, I just feel amazing. I just love running. It's such a fun activity. It's a full sensory activity. It's a full 3D immersive experience because you're seeing different sights. You know, I like to run outside, so I'll see all these different places. I like to run through different areas. I like to run through as many new areas as I can, just to see different places. And I listen to amazing music. And the high that you get with the natural cannabinoids and the endorphins, it actually is amazing. It's like, it enhances your music. So if you're listening to music, the music starts getting a little trippy. The harder you work out, the more cannabinoids you get released, the trippier the music gets, and the more euphoric you experience the whole thing. And it's amazing, amazing. So if you are not running, you got to start running. It's great for your health. It's great for your heart. You know, getting the heart going every day, getting the cardiovascular system activated on a regular basis. So many good things to running. You're getting oxygen, fresh oxygen if you go outside and stuff and run. Amazing. And it's just an incredible experience. I really recommend running on a regular basis. Just be mindful of injuries. You know, if you injure yourself on a run or something, take some time off. Don't keep running on it. Unless you know what you're doing. If you know that your body's going to heal itself, then that's great. But do that at your own discretion, obviously. Running is amazing, and I really, really, really enjoy coming back from a really intense run and just coming back and just sitting down and relaxing. My legs are just so like euphoric, and my whole body is just like in a state of just like just euphoria. And I just come back and I sit down and I listen to some good music for like 10 minutes, and the euphoria is just so strong sometimes that it's like a drug. It's like I just took an amazing drug. You can almost say it's probably like marijuana, because like I said, the cannabinoids naturally, endocannabinoids get released in your brain, so it's the same system being triggered that releases dopamine. It makes you feel good, it makes you feel high. So if you do an intense run, you're going to get really high. And basically, the more intense you do the run, the more out of breath you get. Even if you're in shape and you still make yourself out of breath by going really intense, that releases tons of cannabinoids in your brain and endorphins. And there's serotonin and dopamine that get released. All sorts of amazing things happen. You feel better about yourself. You just feel more positive. Even your mental landscape changes. You just feel more empowered. You feel like more empowered. You start having positive thoughts effortlessly. Especially like when I come back from a run, I just feel like I can take on the world. Like when I'm sitting there, I'm just having these thoughts of like things I'm gonna do next. Like I have ideas of like, yes, I'm gonna do those things that I want to do. I'm gonna achieve my goals. Like these kind of thoughts come to you. It's amazing. It's totally worth the run. It's totally worth it. Even if you get tired from running, it's whatever. You know, go for that run, come back, experience the euphoria. I experienced euphoria throughout the whole run too. So, you know, sometimes I go for a run for an hour. It's amazing. But you don't have to go for an hour. You can go for like a 20-minute run, and that will do it. You know, if you really push yourself. For me, I've been doing it for a while, so I can go for long periods of time, really far. You know, 7-8 miles at a time per run is what I usually like to do. I like to go over 7 miles each time. It's a nice experience. You know, it's a whole hour just focused on running, listening, enjoying the music, enjoying the scenery, enjoying the feeling of just running. It's amazing. So you've probably heard other people talk about this, but I just wanted to talk about more in depth that you actually can get high from running. This is one way to get high naturally. Yeah. So I hope you guys got something out of this video, and I hope you guys actually start going for runs. So if you are runners and you know what I'm talking about, drop it in the comments below, and I'll get back to you and we'll talk about this. But it's an amazing thing. You know, you run and you feel so good after the run. So if you don't run yet, start running. Just start for like 20 minutes. Just run like a mile maybe, or 2 miles. Just try it out. Just jog. Just start with a light jog first, and just make it consistent. You know, every other day maybe. Or if you're first starting, you know, take walks in between your runs. And if you take walks in between your runs, you're basically working out your legs, but not like intensely enough, just enough to get the blood flowing so that the protein rebuilds your legs faster than if you're sitting and not exercising that day. So go for a walk when you don't run, and try to do it every day. So like run every other day, and in between the runs, go for a walk the day that you don't run. And just keep those legs moving, keep those legs active, and get the blood circulating so that the protein gets into there and heals your muscles and makes them stronger faster. And they won't get sore as often if you keep them moving, if you take those walks and stuff. You'll find out for yourselves. So like this video, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Congratulations for making it to the end, everybody.